On today's edition of G.I. Joe News, they did a live stream, revealed lots of new stuff we'll talk about, the good, the bad, and also they had an interview later on with all the big players, not this guy, from G.I. Joe, who asked some hard questions, and you'll hear my thoughts. All this and more coming up. Welcome to G.I. Joe News, everybody. This is Usualmike Television. It's been a long time since I've done a G.I. Joe video, and I'm kind of excited because I saw some kind of good stuff and some very odd stuff as well. Let's get into the reveals first, and then we'll get onto the questions later on. As you saw, they're going to re-release the Alpha Commandos, Snake Eyes, Timber, the 2-pack. Again, they painted it different. Why? We haven't even got, in this country, the original set yet, so that's still on pre-order. And they say, look, there's another one exactly the same, new coat of paint. So repaints, you know, they're confusing. If you like it, get it. I don't want to say too much on this one. It's another Snake Eyes. Where is Snake Eyes? He's somewhere. There's plenty of him. One that I did miss, however, because I haven't done a G.I. Joe video in a while, is this set here with Dr. Mindbender. Looks like convention special, big fancy box. On the box is Serpentor. Have a good little close-up. So is that a spoiler for an upcoming character? Ooh! Being a deluxe figure, it's got all these accessories. You can probably hold out and wait for a carded version or a box version. But it does look kind of nice. It's very reminiscent of what he looks like in the cartoon. Getting back to the reveals, another repaint we didn't need. The third Zartan. How many of you do we need? One more? Too many Zartans. Hey, if you missed out on version 1, the fancy one in the box with the spirally faces, version 2, now we've got a version 3 on the way. You can pick yourself up that one as well. Why? There's also a Storm Shadow coming. Now, we've had Arctic Storm Shadow. Back again. This guy, everyone said, no, he's not the right one. I want another one, and then they gave us one from the film, and it looks like Dirty Milk Water. Thanks, Elite Legend. Then they said, yes, we're giving you one. It's going to be white as white can be. And now there's another one, almost exactly the same, white as white can be. How many Storm Shadows do we need? That's not counting the one in the retro collection as well. Anyway, moving on. You like your ninjas? There's some of these guys. Look at them. Blue ninjas. A man and a lady. Now, I don't remember these from the cartoon. My memory is probably grayed out. I don't know. If you like them, buy them. Other than that, I think they're Amazon exclusives, and we'll talk more about that later on. Also, Duke. We knew Duke Tiger Force was coming because it's kind of, you know, late. But we're going, oh, is he going to have the tiger paw? Or is he going to have a beautiful vehicle? He's got the Ram Cycle repainted. If I can find the image of someone's repaint of the Ram Cycle before it was revealed that it was going to be a Tiger Force bike, have a look at this. They're both brilliant looking. Cool. Another motorbike. GI bike. The last digital renderer will reveal this guy, Sergeant Slaughter. Hallelujah. We got him a third time over. Why do I say a third time over? WWE or Mattel did him, Falaverse did him, and now he's in Hasbro. I have none of them at this time. I love Sergeant Slaughter as a character. Hopefully I pick one or all of them up at some stage. Now on to the reveals, which are in package. The real stuff, the good stuff. The next few that they've revealed with their packaging, notice I said the packaging there's lovely, this packaging, all of it looks good, and in the future they're going to change it. Of course they are. Zarana, have a look at this one. I know the big cheesy anime grin on her face on the packaging is a bit strange, but the character looks pretty fine. I like the idea that they've given her a bit of skin. That midriff, see, I didn't want them to cover that up and say, oh no, we can't show too much skin. You know, the Princess Leia thing all over again. I think she looks fine. Maybe the face is a bit tough looking, but in the promo shots as well, I think not bad at all. These glam shots there, interchangeable hairstyle, lovely touch. Moving on to Dusty. The box art with his picture on it looks like a character from Battlefront 1. Tough. He looks decent, fits in line well with all the other shows. His likeness is decent, and his camo is pretty cool as well. Crimson Guard, Very popular one. A lot of people want to buy multiples of this one. Excellent. A lot of accessories in that bad boy. And of course the glam shot looks spectacular as usual. Bazooka! David L. Bazooka Katzenbergen. What a mouthful to say. What an awesome looking figure. Of course it's Tiger Force. Eventually we will get the regular version of this guy. Tiger Force is the little sweetener. I don't believe they sell them in this country. Anything Tiger Force or Python Patrol is not available anywhere. Everything has to be imported from overseas. And the one I'm most looking forward to, Recondo, because that was one of the Joes I had as a kid. I didn't have the Tiger Force one, I just had the regular one, but this bad boy looks cool because it looks like he's got an Aussie slouch hat, which is what they had in World War II. And of course, that giant blade, that's a knife.
That's not a knife, that's a knife.
Doesn't have a real name. Recondo is just Recondo, how about that? Oh, almost forgot. Python Patrol Officer. And this guy in the lime green, or is it green, yellow, whatever it is, gonna stick out in the jungle, but they made it look pretty cool anyway. Another one that most people may want to army build, and I can see why. So the only real surprise for me was the fact that they put Sergeant Slaughter in there. Excellent choice. The Blue Ninjas, yeah, if that's your thing, I'm not really interested. The bike for Duke was like, oh, that moment when you think they're going to do something different and then they go with something that's they've already got that they repaint that looks cheap and easy. It's a motorcycle. There's a motorcycle in there. There's a motorcycle in Breaker. I guess they're sticking with motorcycles from here on. Zarana, Dusty, Crimson Guard, look brilliant. Recondo, yes please all day long. Bazooka, yes please all day long. Python Patrol Officer, each to their own. I'm not really interested in it, but it does look pretty cool. Did I miss anybody? I don't believe so, but we'll get on to the questions. Now, I haven't seen the interview that the YouTubers and streamers and whoever does with Hasbro. I do have the comments and the questions and answers, which I'll read back to you. So some of the questions, I'll start with Eric, Adventures in Collection. Collection? Are there any plans to bring back older G.I. Joe stars into G.I. Joe brand? I think he's talking about like Perry the Refrigerator, kind of like what they're doing with Sergeant Slaughter. And Hasbro replied they would love to work with future stars as the line progresses. No plans in the works that can be disclosed, of course. They always don't tell nothing. His Tank said G.I. Joe Classified HasLab. They're currently asking for permission to move forward. They would love to bring the right vehicle to fans. Still not decided what it will be if it does move forward. Most likely, I believe it'll just be a His Tank in 6-inch scale. That's most likely the easiest thing they can do. Maybe they'll do a vamp, but we'll wait and see what they say about that. Full Force Podcast, Chris. He says, will G.I. Joe packaging go windowless? Very important question. Thank you, Chris. And Hasbro replied, all packaging will be transitioned into this style of packaging. Footlockers shown will hold weapons for the package. Box looks like a vault with keypads and will be numbered to figure identity. Blech. New O-ring packaging for upcoming figures. Soft reboot for the O-ring line. So, as you know, they've gone away from the retros, which is, you've seen them up there, the 3 3/4. Stopped that line to bring out the O-rings. They brought out some O-ring figures already, Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow, and another one I'm putting on the screen right now. They're going to get rid of that packaging to go to that something else, which will be in a box. No plastic at all. It's one of those things that's very pertinent in the community right now with all the other brands that Hasbro make. Super 7 aren't doing it. Why is this company doing it? Tax breaks. That's why, because the government's giving them money to take the plastic away because they only care about shareholders and getting some free money from the government and not about customers. So take that to the bank. Not happy about this at all. And they're making it what? Look like a box, looks like a vault with keypads and will be numbered to figure identity. Well, they've already got numbers on them. Look at that, number 22. It's going to look like a vault. You'll be like, oh, what do you got in there? Oh, I've got number 22 in the box. I can't see it, but the number tells me it's right until you get home and the figure's been swapped in store. Oh, but that brings me on to another point. Pre-orders. All classified figures will have pre-orders moving forward. Wow. Toy hunting is officially dead. Thanks, Hasbro. Some other details here. I got Sergeant Slaughter will be a fan channel and Pulse pre-order. well, we'll see about that, because Australia really struggles to get any Joes these days. The last thing Australia got, which was prevalent, was the movie figures, and since the movie bombed, the figures bombed, nobody cared, retailers stopped buying. There's no interest in G.I. Joe once you had something that was depressingly peg-warming harder as you could possibly do it. Bring out some more figures, send them down under. Blue Ninja Pack is an Amazon exclusive. There you go, we talked about that earlier. Walmart retro cards will be 8 figures. This is the 6-inch retro cards. I think someone's found the Baroness already. They'll be doing 8 in the carded style with a bubble, and then changing the packaging. For what reason? We're taking away plastic. Classified is going to be a full covered cardboard box. Then you do retro, which is like obviously this in 6-inch scale, which will be in a box. What's the point? Why? It will not make any sense. I'm sorry if I'm being a little bit pessimistic about this. Kamakura is going to be an Amazon exclusive. Keep an eye out for that on Amazon. Dr. Mindbender, no pre-order information or where it will be sold yet. Thanks, you just give us a pretty box with the figure in it. Looks like a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. There'll be a retro version eventually in a box, probably not on a card, with less accessories, because we're not buying the fancy one. Tiger Force will be the next pre-orders that will ship out soon. Will they now? Because over in the UK, you already did some Tiger Force accidentally. Remember, you already give everybody Outback? Whoa! And everyone around the world's like, what? None in this country. And also that random box that popped up in New Jersey which had Crockmaster in it. How did that get out so early? Wow. So if you're still looking for figures, we're all still looking for figures. It's kind of in this, for my collection, the last thing I got literally was Major Blood, and that came all the way from my friend who at the time lived in Florida, because that guy wasn't available in my country because it's Cobra Island. There was no Cobra Island. Nothing Target exclusive is easy to find outside of North America. Maybe it is in the UK because you've got stores that stock it. The only store that stocks stuff here is Bulletproof Villain, and I think it's very hard for them to even get anything that is exclusive. They can get the bare necessities, but not much else. We have seen a sneak peek at the plastic list window. Have a look at the 3-pack Cobras. That's kind of what we're looking at. It's not great. I'm not happy with it. People will say, oh, but the artwork's so wonderful, it's so great. But yeah, if you want your paint apps to be perfect, you'll have to find out when you get home, rip open the box, and then you try and return it, and they say, no, you've already opened the packaging. Bad luck. Last thing they said was, big deal. Yo-Yo Junior's back. Remember last year there was 4 figures? I hope there's 5 this year. Excellent stuff. Thank you so much for putting up with my rant on G.I. Joe. I do love G.I. Joe. I don't like the direction they're going in with their plastic-free packaging. It does my head in. Why would a company kick itself? It's kicking its own ass. It doesn't need to. This is a fun hobby. We like to collect action figures, and they're just making it hard for us to collect them. And pretty much annoying is when even people who take them out of the box, you want to get them, have a look at them, go, yes, that's exactly what I want. I'm not missing anything. This looks fine in detail. I will buy it. You cover that up. You're taking a chance at a mystery figure. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Usualmike. Leave your comments down below and let me know your thoughts. I had over 500 in the other one that I talked about with the plastic packaging. Please leave more. I'll get to them all. I love reading what you have to say. To support the channel, we have a join button. Click that link down below. Become a member. I've also got the super thanks button as well. Newly added to the channel. We've got the Amazon affiliates link in the description and the merch affiliate as well from Redbubble down in the description as well. All ways to help support the channel. Thank you very much, everybody. If you want to follow me on social media, I'm on Twitter at Usualmike30 or on Instagram at Usualmike.tv. And if you haven't done so already, hit subscribe, tap that little bell for notifications, like a like on this video if you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. All the best.